I think the music on this album is the most composed music I've ever done. It's very few places where it's like a melody and then chord changes. It's written out basically really much, and then it's balanced with have a very free approach. I have musicians that have a very free approach to it, and we kind of balance that thing in a really nice way, I think, which does that the music get an intensity and an energy that I really love. And I expanded the instrumentation on this album to be not just a quartet, but I have piano, saxophone, drums, bass, accordion, flute, vibes, and a lot of the players are classical musicians. And I find that very interesting how to write for classical musicians, because they don't improvise, but they play it really the same way that I've written it and the way I phrase it.
His compositions are often quite complex and deep, with a lot of layers, but everything makes sense. We try to take the music in a direction where it can be quite accessible for pretty much everybody, even though you're not a big jazz eater. So you should be able to enjoy it even though you can't count to 13 or 19.
We also experimented really much in the studio. We used the studio for all it's worth. I think when you make a record, it's very... I like to make a record and not record a live session. I like to use the studio to make the music as good as possible.
Try to use the studio as a playground to take Marius's world and put it into a record. That has been a big challenge, but most of all, a lot of fun. Well, and it's quite funny with that tune, for instance. We recorded it as quintet, and you played the solo live, and then we listened to the track for a couple of weeks, and you, like always, you learn it by heart. And then just actually a couple of days ago we were in the studio, and then Marius he dubbed his tenor solo with his soprano sax, and I sat like this, even though I know he's good, but still okay. And he had never rehearsed it either.
I took a chance.
You took a chance, yeah, and it worked.